What's the implications for the University of Missouri of the governor's budget recommendation?
So the recommendations that I've seen, have approximately, depending on how you count it, 7.5% to 10% type of cut in the budget, and that's a significant dollar amount for Mizzou, for sure. It also, there are some programs that are affected by it, Springfield Medical Program and others that are affected, that we're going to have to look at and understand how we can deliver on those programs, not having the resources that are needed. I think it does, it opens, we need to be thinking, and we put this out yesterday as a release, that it means that we really need to be rethinking Senate Bill 389. And we need to be thinking about how do we have the resources that are needed to deliver on a high-quality education for the citizens of Missouri and beyond. And I think that's what we're going to be focused on over the next few weeks. We have to understand more about all that's in the budget. We only saw last night, but I have concerns about our ability to really be able to do all the things that we would like to do going forward.
The governor made these recommendations. There's some indication that he looked at the $70 million of administrative costs that the university has identified as potential savings, and some of the other cuts that were made before you arrived. Is it appropriate for the governor to claw back anything you all identify as savings and put it in the state budget as opposed to leaving it here for you all to use?
What I would say about that is the money that was identified through the study was, if I remember correctly, and Christian can probably help me out, but I think it was in the neighborhood of 24 to 40 some million that we talked about at the board meeting. The 70, I think, was a very, very high estimate that included some things that aren't even, that we just won't be able to do. So there is a challenge here in that even if we were able to implement the things that we thought we could, we're talking about a savings of maybe across the system 20 some to 40 million. We would like to be able to then reinvest those dollars back into the education of our students and to what we're doing for the economic development of this state. I believe very strongly in higher education as a driver in economic development at most locations, and you can see examples of that throughout the country. And that clearly our ability to produce a workforce, our ability to work with industry is what really makes it so that industry and others can be successful. And so we need to be able to do those things to deliver on what industry is looking for, deliver on what our citizens are looking for in terms of all the innovations that we actually produce.